Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. I want to make sure our viewers get the brand new skins when it comes to the Valtair hard mode awards. I want to cover the best loads possible, that being for our Hunters and Jinwoo. You can see we're at a major power deficit of 2.8 million power on our Hunters, and the same thing goes for Jinwoo. We have 3.19 million power coming in. You can actually drop it all the way down to 3.15, but I couldn't do it anymore because, well, I can show you right here. I took off all the cores I could. The artifacts I've equipped, they have no stats on them. I had to nerf my power and my stats by major amounts, and we still managed to do it. So let me jump in, let me cover the builds, because as you can see, our Hunter choices are very accessible. We have Thomas, Andre, we have Isla, we have Min. I do recommend other Hunters, however, right? When it comes to Jinwoo modes, your best options are Furin and also Laura. These two Hunters will make the mode so easy, trust me. It's almost an instant win. So let me jump in, let me cover the build and the battle guide, that way everyone can get the brand new skins, of course. But very quick everyone, if you want a free code for 2,000 essence zones with a bunch more codes coming out, you want to jump in and support us at the link down below in the comment section, because supporting is 100% free. You just go to link and you press that juicy red button. This page will come up, you press that, press yes, and you're done. After linking your account, you just wait a few hours and boom, the codes we send to the My page on the website, it is 100% free. You go to the My page a few hours after, and you will get a code sent right here to your receipt benefits, boom. This is where the codes will go. We have one code right now for 2,000 essence zones with a bunch more coming out, so jump in and support that way. You do not miss out on the free benefits. And a big shout out to Dark Killa, the first commenter in our last juicy video. Now when it comes to our builds, as mentioned before, you have a lot of choices when it comes to your Hunters. You can swap out any Hunter here. You can use Laura, you can use Furin. I do recommend these Hunters, honestly, they make it so much easier, so keep that in mind. These two Hunters will work out perfectly, but I use Min for example because everyone pretty much has them. The same with Isla and Thomas, Andre, honestly, the Goliath is a Hunter almost everyone has. These Hunters give us so much shields, buffs, and more, especially when it comes to Isla. She is a must, just like Laura, due to the fact that we get the debuffs removed. This is a must right here if I can find it. The debuff zones right here, removing Valtair's, I guess, curse if you call that. It is an annoyance in the run which you do want to remove, so Laura and also Isla can do that easily. But when it comes to Thomas, Andre, and also Furin, we use them for the bonus shields coming in. The shields are a must in this mode, and we do have a very important secret. When it comes to our skills, you want to run this right here. If you're having issues of surviving, you want Extinction coming in to reduce the target's attack. Trust me, once you pop this on, you will no longer die as easily. This will reduce Valtair's damage, making the run just so much easier, right? Give it a try, you will not regret it. So when it comes to artifacts, as you can see, we have 2-piece Infamy, 2-piece Curse, and 4-piece Expert coming in. This is key if you have a power deficit. The stacks keep on coming in. The battle is 5 minutes long, meaning you can stack these up all the way to the max, dealing major amounts of damage at the end of the battle. You want to run these sets right here. And for supports, as usual, these are sets we pretty much run on every single Jinwoo mode to make sure we get buffed up like crazy. We have Chaotic Wish, we of course have the Blessing set, and Soul's Blessing and the Guardian set, ensuring we get major, you guessed it, damage bonuses. When it comes to our cores, I know I took off every core possible to ensure our power went down. I nerfed myself like crazy. So when it comes to our cores, yes, you do want this one, Jinwoo, to increase our crit rate by a ton. This one makes our run so much easier. When it comes to bottom core, I do recommend the Breaking Core. I don't have it, so I couldn't use it. This core right here is a must to ensure you can break the target so much faster. It'll again make the run so much easier because you do not need mana. So this core is going to be nice if you have it. If you don't, just use whatever you have. You want damage increase, you want defense spam, you want crit damage at the right stats, I'll show you in a second. You want your stats to be equalized to make sure your damage does not falter. The middle core here, honestly, I do recommend something else. You can run this one here to reduce the damage you take, or this one giving you shields. Of course, when it comes to Jinwoo one, up to you. This one will help you out a ton to reduce Valtair's damage. Again, if you're bad at dodging, that core will come in clutch. And for Shadow, it's very simple. You want Igris, of course, to buff our crit rate. You want Serbia as well for the 5% damage increase. I know some people use Skull. I use Bessie because I feel like Skull honestly does nothing for me. I feel like his passive almost never hits. Up to you. He is technically better on paper, but I just use Bessie because I feel like she works the best. You can use Bureau as well, but we have Min, so doesn't make sense. Just mix and match your shadows and you'll be good to go. But that should cover the build right here. When it comes to our skills, very standard, right? We of course have the Fire Dire Toss dealing major damage and buffing our Firestorm kick, right? We want the burns coming in, otherwise the damage will drop. That's a must. When it comes to our QT, Surge is honestly not too bad, giving us more damage because the other two are pretty much useless. The surprise attack does work out, giving us bonus damage increase, but the timing is tough, so go with Surge. The bonus damage is much nicer, and like I mentioned before, you want this one coming in to reduce Valtair's damage output. It is so good. Once I put it on, I just never, ever died again. I loved it. But speaking of dying, well, when it comes to our Blessing Stones, I do recommend these ones here. Life is good because in the beginning, you might not find your tempo and you might get hit a bunch of times, resulting in death. So this one does help ensure your survivability. Give it a try. It will come in clutch, of course. We have this as well because, you know, if you die, it'll give you one more chance at life, making the battle so much easier. I also put on the brand new Blessing Stone because honestly, dual guard for this mode is one of the best options you can use, giving us a bonus to our shields of 25% and also bonus defense when a shield is activated of 42%, one of the best Blessing Stones in the game. You can also run these ones right here. Kasakis, for example, it's fine. You can run Tenacity too. You can run any Blessing Stone to make sure that you do not die, right? Irreversible Road 2, giving us a ton of bonus defense, is very nice as well, so give it a try. These are all Blessing Stones you can run, and when it comes to, of course, our offensive ones, you want Reawakening to ensure you can spam your skills, and of course, Bloodlust. It is so good because it reduces the target's attack and also reduces their defense. Very juicy. One of the best Blessing Stones in the game. We also want other ones like Sharp Perception to ensure we are always critting, because the Firestorm kick is one of the most annoying skills in the game. It just never crits. And of course, Pulverize to ensure we break so much faster. This skill is a must if you are under the power requirement, because I'm sure you know when you're under the power requirement, your breaking capabilities do drop, making the match so much harder. So Pulverize just comes in clutch. But let's also jump in and cover our stats for Jinwoo. That way you have a sense of what we're running, right? We do have Perception, we have Intelligence, and we have a bunch of Strength, because right now, well, on my Jinwoo, my Precision stat is just a little bit too low. It's actually a lot low. My gems are kind of optimized for the guild boss, where we don't really need too much precision, but now I'm kind of suffering. So I have 100 into perception to increase the stat just a bit. I recommend you play around with it. I do like intelligence for the cooldown reduction. Again, it's up to you. I recommend mixing and matching. You can put a ton into perception. You can put all of it into intelligence. It's up to you and your gems, but the strength set, as you know, you want to put all the other stats in there. But when it comes to my Jinwoo stats, as you can see, we have very balanced stats coming in: damage increase, defense spam, and 200+% in crit damage to ensure we have the right crit coming in, because due to our power deficit, we are probably losing a ton due to the nerfs we get to our precision, crits, and crit damage. It's so annoying. And when it comes to our crit rate, you do want around the 8,000 mark at least to ensure your crit rate is optimized, right? But those are my stats. Let me show you my artifacts, because, well, generally viewers want to see what the artifacts are like. You do not need max artifacts. You can get away with around 55,000 attack, but these are mine right here for reference. I've been playing this game for over 600 days, so I have a lot of artifacts at my disposal, right? You want flat up top and percentage right here to ensure your stats are optimized. Boom. those are my artifacts, and that was the build in question. Now let's jump in and cover our water team. That way you have a sense of what to use there, because right now when it comes to water team, it is the best team to use. You can use the light team, but the issue is the first boss requires darker water, so water is the way to go. We have this team right here. You can use Malin if you want, but she's just not as good. You need more power coming in if you want to use Malin, because free run on this build is so darn good. The stuns, the defense down, and the overall damage bonuses, she's a must. As you can see, when it comes to my shadows, yeah, I was very nerfed in this run. I had to use 2 shadows to reduce my power, because if I put another shadow here, watch, my power will just skyrocket to 3.5 million, which, you know, I want to avoid for the guide right here to ensure my viewers have a reference point. So this is ideal for me. The brand new shadow is so good, providing us a 20% defense reduction on a target and also a bunch of stuns coming in. This will make the run so much easier. The brand new shadow Eros is a must, so don't worry. If you do not have Eros, you can run, of course, Iron to reduce the target's offense, but Eros is just so much better. It is the brand new and improved Iron. I'm so sorry, buddy. We just do not use you anymore. I think he's, 12%, not as good, right? Eros is just so much better. At a rate of 20% coming in, it is the new and improved Iron. So run these 2 shadows right here. You can also run Igris if you want for more crits coming in. For me, I felt like Bestie was the, well, best, right? It worked out for me, so give it a try. When it comes to artifacts, as you can see, you can run either Desire or also Greed. I recommend giving both a try. For me, I had to nerf my Soren, so I couldn't really test it out perfectly. Just give both a try. Use the set with the most power. They are both good. The issue is, when it comes to Desire, the set effect is just a little bit hard to get off because it takes 20 stacks, which does take a while. So I do recommend Greed if you want to get those stacks coming in, more damage coming in, and more consistent results due to the crit rate and crit damage, up to you. But these are sets right here. You want to make sure when it comes to Angel and White that your wet shot has the most power on the team, otherwise the set effect will not apply. You can see I'm around 4 power higher, which is beautiful. It makes the set effect work, giving us an 8% damage increase all the time, which is a must because the Guardian set and the Blessing set, it isn't the best set when it comes to the water team, so Angel and White is the way to go. And when it comes to our cores, I want to mention, I'm using random cores because I had to take off a shadow, so I'm optimizing my cores to give me as much power as possible. So I don't really recommend these right here. When it comes to Soren, you can use the brand new core right here, or you can use this core here, up to you. Her damage output isn't too important. The bottom core is a must. You want to use the brand new cores to increase your break output. This brand new core is so important to increase our break effectiveness by 10% to ensure those breaks come in as soon as possible. In my case, I was extra nerfed because I don't have one, so I was suffering there, I know. But when it comes to Wet Shaw, you do want the brand new core to increase our crit rate. It is so darn overpowered. And for the middle core, you want 5 defense with one of these cores right here to ensure we get more shields coming in to not get knocked around, because when it comes to Wet Shaw, that is one of her biggest weaknesses, that she needs shields coming in due to the fact that she does not have super armor, right? And for the bottom core here, up to you what you want to run. Just run this core here and you're gonna be good to go. You are set and you do not have to worry. When it comes to Wet Shaw, though, I do want to mention her artifact sets. I do recommend running 8-piece Infamy if you want more power coming in. Otherwise, 4-piece Infamy and 4-piece Obsidian is the way to go to boost her damage up as much as possible. But again, the 8-piece set does work to boost up your power by a ton, but that should cover the builds right here. And before I forget, when it comes to your buffs, you do want to avoid one thing. When it comes to defense and attack, you do not want any attack or defense blessings, otherwise you're just wasting them, because we have so many bonuses coming in when it comes to our Hunter passives and Jinwoo, where attack and defense is 100% useless. So anything like crit damage, bonus skill damage, bonus damage taken on a target, defense reduction, and more, these are ones you probably want to take over the percentage stats, because the bonuses are just garbage. They will not benefit you at all. Now, when it comes to Battle Guide, I do want to jump in and give you a very fast overview so you know what you're doing, because honestly, when it comes to Water Team, it is not very difficult to use. You just gotta jump in, use Soren, then you swap out, use of course Fury and Skew, then your ultimate, then her E, and as it activates, you want to swap into Wet Shot, then you use her Q right here, then you spam her core attack, then the E comes out, then her Q once more, and you rinse and repeat, and you're good to go. That's what you do over and over and over again, and just hope you have enough damage coming in. The battles will be at the end of the video, but when it comes to Jinwoo, it's a little bit more involved, because when it comes to Jinwoo, you want to make sure that you don't die. On our hunters, we have the luxury where we're kind of tanky, but on Jinwoo, we do suffer just a little bit. You want to shadow step, and you want to break right away, using all the hunters in your arsenal. The support skills are a must. Thomas Andre for the shields, Min for the bonus damage and heals, and of course Isla, the buffs and the debuffs to make sure these little, I guess, puppets don't curse you, which is very, very annoying. I recommend once you get to 3 that you time Isla correctly, otherwise they'll stun you and you're just going to die right away. You can see we are so tanky, using our QT, getting all those shields coming in. We would get more shields if, of course, my Thomas Andre was built with proper artifacts, but I had to nerf my power. This sucks, but we're jumping in and we're doing it, so you can see when it's easy. You just rinse and repeat and break, then you cycle when it comes to your basic skills. Use Firestorm Kick and boom, the damage comes in. Just base attack when you can to build up those expert stacks and you're gonna be good. Trust me, use this build and you will be set. But on that note, everyone, this was all I had for you today. If you enjoyed, drop your like, make sure to subscribe, of course. And also make sure that you jump in and support us if you want those free codes sent to you. We have one code right now for 2,000 juicy essence zones with a bunch more codes coming out. So jump in and support that way. You do not miss out. But on that note, this is the Code King Zeph signing out. I'll catch you in the next juicy video, of course.
Flex no arm out, let's bracelet, bringing the tongue out. This take big man, flex no arm out, let's bracelet, bringing the tongue out. This take big man, flex no arm out, let's bracelet, bringing the tongue out. This take big man, flex no arm out, let's bracelet, bringing the tongue out. This take big man, flex no arm out, let's bracelet, bringing the tongue out.